Hi guys, welcome back to the Cowbridge Kitchen. Okay, today I'm going to make a corned beef hash. Dead simple, no messing around, basic food, okay? What we've got, I have a standard 340 gram tin of corned beef by any supermarket. I got about a kilo of potatoes over there that's going to need peeling. We get a little bit of flavouring onto this corned beef. We're going to put this rustic corned beef hash together because I'm going to do a little section on the website all about student food, okay? And this is going to feature in that section because this is classic student food, filling and easy to make. And just a little quick shout, if you are watching this this video and you like my stuff, okay, give us a quick subscribe. Just press the little button down the right hand side, okay? Absolutely free, doesn't cost you anything, and it'll just save you from missing any videos that I pop up, okay? So subscribe to me, not going to cost you a thing. Okay, great. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the potatoes and show you how to get this classic corned beef hash put together. Okay, so for our potatoes, we're going to get these peeled, okay? So like I said, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I've got about 6 good sized potatoes in here. That's going to make about a kilo of potatoes that we can get in a pan of water on the stove. And with this potato, we're not going to go over the top with it, okay? We're not going to cut it into any particular shape. We're just going to cut it in half and half again probably, throw it in the pan, okay? This is a rustic corned beef hash, remember. They are half rustic, beautiful, straight in the pan. Okay, so over at the stove, we've got a pan on the heat here, pan of water, okay, and that's just coming to the boil now. What we're going to do is we're going to season this up with a generous amount of salt, and then we're going to get our potatoes in there, get them boiling, and you just want them al dente. You don't want them overcooked, okay? Once that knife can go into them, get them off. Get your potatoes into the pan. So while those potatoes are on the boil there, okay, they're going to take about 20 minutes to get nice and al dente. We've got a cast iron dish here on the stove. What we're going to do with this is we're going to fry off 2 brown onions, okay, which we diced and sliced, or sliced and diced earlier on. We get them fried off, and what we want is for them to go nice and crispy, nice and brown, to add a nice texture to our corned beef hash. So let's get frying our onions. Okay, so you're going to need 50 millilitres here of olive oil, and you want to get that into your pan. And there we are. So we're going to leave those onions cook now for about 10 minutes, and they'll go nice and brown, almost start to caramelise, but you want to stop it just before then. Okay, so as you can see, our onions are pretty much done now. They've gone nice, starting to go nicely brown. Just checked our potatoes, they're just cooked. So we're going to whip them off, get them into a colander, and then we can start mixing all of this stuff together. I'll show you what to do with the corned beef. Okay, so with your potatoes, and they're in the colander now in the sink, what we're going to do is we're going to get them in the pan with those onions. We're going to bash them up. We're just going to let them all go nice and crispy while we prep the corned beef. So there we are, just get your potatoes all whole, drop them into that pan, mix them into the onions. Okay, then using a potato masher, okay? What we're going to do, we're not going to mash them, I'm just going to bash them up, okay? Make them all look nice and rustic into nice medium-sized chunks. Let's get bashing. Okay, so while those potatoes and onions are frying off in that oil now, that's going to take about 20 minutes or so. We're just going to leave them in there. We can get them covered, pop a lid on it, and leave them on a low to medium heat and just let them crisp up. So while they're doing that, I'm going to show you what to do with this tin of corned beef. Okay, so we've got some ingredients here. We have got 50 millilitres of fruity brown sauce. I've got 30 millilitres of Dijon mustard. I have 50 millilitres of Worcester sauce or Lea & Perrins, and I'm going to be using half a teaspoon of black pepper. So let's get this tin of corned beef opened and diced up. Okay, we want quite decent sized chunks, okay? There we are, 2, 3 strips, 1, 2, 3 strips. Okay, so first of all, add your half a teaspoon of black pepper into the Lea & Perrin. Get that mixed into there. And then that can go straight into the corned beef. Add your Dijon mustard. And your brown sauce. And get that all mixed together so your corned beef is fully coated and evenly coated in all the ingredients. What you can do is put a lid on it, give it a bit of a shake. There we are, so get yourself a spoon, mix them up. As you can see, you've got a lovely coating on the bottom of there, lovely and crispy. And what we're going to do now is add our corned beef mix into there. Get the whole lot of that in there. And get it all mixed together. So there we are, our corned beef hash pretty much made, okay? That can cook in the pan there on a nice low heat for about another 5 minutes, and then we're going to preheat an oven, transfer it into an oven dish, cook it in the oven for about 20 minutes, and have a nice crispy brown, ready to eat. Beautiful. Okay, so let's transfer this into our oven dish, turning it over. Turning it over. It smells beautiful. And then this corned beef hash can go in a preheated oven at about 170, 180 degrees for about 15-20 minutes, just so it starts to go nice and crispy on the top, ready to eat. perfect student food, great family food, very simple, very cheap. Hey, and remember, if you like this video, subscribe to me on my subscribe button on the bottom right hand side. It takes a second, okay? And it keeps this channel going, and it keeps us in competition with the Uber channels.